God did.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, JiDion.
Look, JiDion, you're too old to be chilling at a playground like a goddamn black. What are you doing? There's always an optics issue with these kind of videos. Like when Logan Paul's crying at a nice hotel. No, give us a hotel and tell us how you filmed a dead Jap.
AKA JiDion, AKA DeMarcus Cousins III, AKA, I don't know what other names I have, but I know I have a lot. I know a lot of you guys thought my last video was gonna be my last video, and I thought that as well. But with the big change, as you guys can see on the channel, I felt like I owe you guys an explanation. I scourged the earth of all JiDion content. And
why? Who in his radical team convinced him to do that? That guy's gonna burn in hell.
I know a lot of you guys are gonna be mad, bro. I mean, my DMs were, woo, I had a lot of...
You know who's gonna be more mad is God. God gave you a skill, ability to bring joy to depressed internet, and you were doing it by the millions, and it wasn't out of the expense of, you weren't even doing that bad of pranks. Like, who life did you ruin, bro? Like, what are you talking about? You're not Aiden Ross.
Mean comments in my DMs about me just saying how I'm stopping making content. So the fact that I took away the content, I can only imagine how mad a lot of you guys would be. But this explanation isn't for the people that are mad. This is for the people that are confused, for the people wondering. And I feel
first of all, he's going to hell. I mean, he's going to heaven, but he's going to heaven converting less souls to Christ because he's damaging his channel big time like this.
like you guys deserve a clear, very clear and detailed reason. Why did you delete all your videos, JiDion? I would say the main thing that people have hit me with since I've given my life back to Christ is, why can't you follow Christ and make content? I mean, you're over here making millions upon millions of people happy. Isn't that of God? Isn't it a godly thing to put a smile on people's faces and to make them happy? And while bringing happiness to the world is of God, you can also bring happiness to the world through wickedness. You could bring happiness to the world by serving the devil, you know? Not all happiness is from God. And I know for a fact, you know, there's no Christian in their right mind that can make the case to say that the content that I was making was of God. And I'm not gonna even try to...
There's no such thing as a YouTuber who would be deemed a good Christian if you go by it that, if you're gonna be that critical. Did you eat shellfish? Because the Bible said, like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're one dude in his team couldn't focus on his strength and maybe tweaking some of his content. He said, delete your soul off the, what do you, who told him to do this, bro? Oh, he could have just tweaked his channel a bit.
that case, you know? And, you know, if I'm gonna truly give my life over to God, I gotta also take out the wickedness that I put into the world. So,
bro, he's a better Christian than you. I'm the #1 Christian on earth for conversion rate. I was 2,400 in a week of popping off. Nobody becomes famous and converts people. I'm the first person to do that. All right. This is why they all followed me. These guys are following me. And that's all Christianity is converting people. There's nothing else to it. Purity doesn't even matter. All right. That comes later.
why did I delete all of my prank videos? Well, let's look up the definition of the word prank, and then let's hop into the scriptures and see what God thinks about pranks. Because he actually did say some things about there. I didn't even know about them. Brother Josh showed me, but God did say some things about pranks. So this is from collinsdictionary.com. Prank, a noun, a mischievous trick or joke, especially one in which something is done rather than said. If you do a trick on somebody, you have to deceive them. And we all know who is the master and the king of deception. That's Satan himself. So every time that I'm doing a prank or doing a prank on a person,
I don't know if I'm racist, but I always expect a cop to walk. If I ever see a black guy sitting down in a nice white neighborhood, right? Just like somewhere every one of us want to live, I always just see like a cop car pulling up here, and you hear the on the fucking walkie-talkie.
I am literally practicing what the master prankster himself.
I have like I have like this thing where I can only see the world in racism. Like if it walks by, I can't ever say it's a Chinese guy because it's not offensive enough. And if Rice Gum walked by, he would have like straw hat, not obviously on. He wouldn't have it on, but like in my head, I just see everything in max racism. Right? It makes me the most entertaining live streamer to listen to, but it's kind of demonic because like I've never given people a fair shake because I just look at skin color for everything. Like I'll never judge you until I know everything about your bloodline, you know?
Oh, you're dragging it, you're stretching it, but I'm gonna show you guys. Just stick with me. We're gonna go to Proverbs chapter 26 and start at verse 18. Like a madman who throws flaming darts and deadly arrows, so is the person who deceives his neighbor and says, I was only joking. So Solomon is comparing playing practical jokes on people in the name of good fun as a madman shooting flaming arrows in the air. So basically
Solomon had 1,000 concubines and worshiped Moloch and made altars to worship other gods as he did black magic with. And I know I'm supposed to talk good about him, but like
saying,
all right, listen,
a person that goes around,
confess Christ is your Lord and Savior and convert. The CC rule, okay? And don't say that's the third letter and I'm doing a 33 Masonic. Don't do that gay on me. But that is the CC rule of Christianity.
Pranking people is the same type of energy of a madman just going around killing people. And when you look at my content, bro, it's really not far off. I mean, I did a lot of crazy stuff in my videos, but the one thing...
You know what's interesting about black guys is like when they slow poke. And you're like, well, you guys are such machines on the court and stuff. Like you guys are such athletes, but like when they slow poke.
I think that haunts me the most is one of my most popular pranks was whenever I snuck into the Gatorade HQ and I deceived the security guards and lied and said that I was working there and that I was part of a commercial team. And I got the prank done, got millions of views off of it. So many people giving me props. But what a lot of you guys don't know is 3 people lost their jobs because of me. Because I lied.
Yeah, then delete that video. That's
and was saying that I worked there. I got
3 you can delete
3 security officers fired that had been working there for years.
That verse in the Bible that says, "Oh, I was only joking," is to deceive. It's talking about sandpepper who wear dresses.
All because I want to play a practical joke. All because I want to entertain you guys. And that's evil. That truly is evil. And to those people that I got fired, I'm sorry. I truly am. In Proverbs chapter 10.
That's it? You're not gonna like reach out and maybe some financial compensation, try and get them a different job or connect them to celebrities to work real security.
Verse 23, it says, it is a sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom.
This is what I hate is like, depending who's reading the Bible to you, you're either a hippie or on a holy crusade. That's how differently it can be interpreted. And as soon as we stopped the crusade, we started chopping our off and going transgender with this homo, where we're deleting our whole YouTube channels and every part of our soul, every part of our God-gifted abilities. He's trying to please some black Hebrew Israelite, a radical that said, hey, delete. Nigga, you delete your Facebook first, your MySpace, whatever and then JiDion, we know you didn't do that.
Solomon, the most wisest man to ever live, is saying right here that a person that just does mischief for fun is a fool. And that's how I made my bread and butter.
Guys, as a good Christian, I'm just going online and I'm just gonna put all my resources and my team and everything together, and you guys don't want to burn in hell should join. We're just going to delete all the footage of HS Tiki Talkie Zherka. Just delete, because that's causing chaos in the world, and it's not Christian. And no, it is Christian, because I'm on top, grounded, pounding.
I just like to do mischief for fun. And when you actually look at the word prank, a similar or synonym word for it is mischief. So mischief and prank mean the same thing. But once I truly submitted myself to Jesus Christ, once I truly started reading his word, I got wisdom and I got understanding. And, you know, with this understanding, I would be a fool to go back into my old ways and keep on causing mischief, keep on pranking people.
This is what I hate, that if he's going to strip himself of his best qualities, to me, it just looks like the Bible is turning him white. And then kind of looks like an evil book, right? Like if it's going to take away the cookout energy, like that's like if Zherka stopped swearing for the Bible. No, swearing gets me to convert thousands of people, and I post their emails and their DMs on my Twitter all the time. That's my ability. Like, I'm not taking...
Keep on ruining people's day.
I'm saved. I'm already washed in the blood.
Just for my financial gain. I'll be a fool to do that. And not only would I be a fool, but I would be evil, especially with this understanding that I have. If I want to call myself a child...
Serious inquiry. Won in the chat if I actually got you back into religion? Like, be honest. Because these guys are going to make the argument that Zherka needs to stop swearing. And I'm like, dude, we've tried it your way and we're failing, dude. We need to go back.
Child of God, I got to conduct myself like a child of God. Can't be lukewarm out here, you know? Can't be half for the world and half for God. God wants all of us, not just half of us. And so...
It kills me that the nicest YouTuber doesn't feel like he's nice enough. You know, this is like, this video is something Aiden Ross should have made.
I came to that realization that was the catalyst of me knowing that I was gonna have to stop doing pranks and eventually wipe as much as I could off the internet that I posted out there. In Ephesians chapter 5, starting at verse 3, Paul says, "But sexual immorality and any impurity or greed should not even be heard of among you, as proper for saints. Obscene and foolish talking or crude joking are not suitable, but rather..."
You gotta be, that's...
Mobile games are going
these Jewish commercials, bro.
Clash of Clans.
Giving thanks. Paul's letting us know right here, we shouldn't be saying dirty jokes or sexual innuendos or anything like that. And if you've been a subscriber for me long enough, you know that's all I was about. Like literally, that was all I was about. And I mean,
look, fear God if you don't walk with him. But Matthew 28:20, my nigga, there's nothing left to fear when you confess Christ as your Lord and Savior and convert other souls. That's it. You got one fucking mission. You're gonna be 50 years old converting nobody, living a good, pure life. You don't want to meet God and tell him you converted nobody. Like you had no... Imagine when God says the guy fighting on the street, crackhead Zherka, converted thousands and you came up here with zero. What are you doing just your wife being pure and... Man.
Example, all I would do would just make sus or sexual jokes.
What you guys do?
Oh, we're doing Pornhub right now.
Who?
Pornhub.
You could be perfect and you're still going to be a sinner, dude. Like, you need to stop. He's whipping his own back like in the Da Vinci Code. And I don't know, like, slave, because I'm not a racist. But if I was a racist, I would own black people as... Yeah, that's what...
Oh, I'm putting on Pornhub. You got highlights?
No, dude.
Oh.
Bro, why are you arching like that? What the hell? You gotta arch your back. Bro, why you arch your back? It's an arm.
Please don't tell me that's Zia's. That's the guy I was calling out to fight? Oh my nigga. That's him? Oh my God. Is that actually him? I know he's big with the vertical leap, so I'm like, oh, he's scary, but he's that big? Oh, not him. Holy shit.
Hold on to me tight. Say buy NLE's new album on 3. I'm gonna meet Glesler my whole life, so...
Yo, did NLE Choppa post that thing on Twitter? Did you see he said, during the winter solstice black sun, our melanin and our black pigment is gonna make us superheroes. Doubt me, keep doubting me. You'll see in a few weeks. And I'm like, I can't wait to be a superhero. Like I'm gonna be super nigga.
Gobbling meat, I wanna gobble, you know, some eggplants and stuff.
Yeah, I mean.
put it that way, I know exactly what you mean.
I would make merch hinting at homosexuality.
Leave the store now.
Like, we can kiss, like, I'm down.
Dude, stop filming now.
Bro,
Bro, he's got a mask on. It's a demon. It's not even a human.
I'm down. We can
Call
kiss.
League City Police, please.
It's not gay, it's homosexual.
And I would make merch promoting fornication and unprotected sex.
What's a raw dog?
Huh?
What's a raw dog?
No hot dog bun in the bedroom.
I have this sort of thing where I don't like condoms and I don't use them.
Well, you put it on and then
Is that Aiden's sister?
tuck it off.
Because I'm a professional raw dogger.
And he basically gave me like a big shout out on national TV. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna pull up to you. Or you had Xavier, how long would you say you were a professional raw dogger for?
Since I lost my virginity.
And when did you lose your virginity?
16.
16? So you went on like a good little stretch, but then you slipped up. I'm gonna have to demote you to amateur raw dogger status. You know, you're the first ever person I demoted. And I would literally have kids always run up to me to this day, still. Just the other day, I had a kid come up to me. Couldn't have been more than
Okay, the guy who convinced him to delete his channel also convinced him to stay in an abandoned playground. The optics are just creepy here. Like, what is he trying to... I don't get the playground thing. Like, is this represent change?
13, 14 years old,
Like
telling
rebirth?
me, oh, I'm a professional raw dogger. Oh, I'm a professional raw dogger. And now with these new set of eyes, I just know as an influencer, I felt this generation horribly, you know? I did not contribute for the positive. I contributed for the negative. I contributed for the enemy. And so to all the youngins and even the older people who I influence with my jokes and my perverted thoughts, I'm sorry. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 26, Paul says, let us not become conceited, provoking one another and envying one another. And y'all, that was my bread and butter. Like, my bread and butter was provoking people. Like, I was so good at it. I knew how to press buttons.
You're getting up behind that line. You're bugging me about you on. I've told you 2 times to get out of here. You think you're funny. You're about as funny as a brain tumor. So get out of here, dude. Right, dude, I've told you like 4 times, get off that chair. This is a place of business. This is not your chair. If you don't get out of here right now, you're really gonna regret it, man.